All right, so quick update. The flea market is actually closed today. It is Thursday afternoon at about 3 o'clock Eastern time. If you're just checking this video out, this is my little booth. We just set it up last weekend. One day we brought some stuff in. The next day we brought shelving, like these two racks here, those two racks, these two tables, as well as this table. I was renting from a guy in the back that table and this table for $5 a day. I do need to get them back to him, but I may use it for one more day, which would be Saturday. So the shelving, we're kind of trying to put bigger items on. The nicer coats and jackets and stuff we're hanging up, as you see on both sides here. And then the stuff on the tables is just miscellaneous stuff to dig through, kind of like a rummage sale. What I want to do, I'm here today, is get a measurement of these two tables together, and I'm going to trim them out with like a 1x6 all the way around. I'll actually probably do each table separately, because just so it's easier to transport and use them again. But then we can basically take boxes of stuff and dump it on the table. Like brand new pants we sell for $5. Pajama sets I normally do for 10, but I'm trying to get rid of everything, so 5. I mean, bathing suits for $3. Miscellaneous clothes down here, $3, 2 for $5. All these like fleece jackets, I'm getting $5 a piece for. And then this is what's left of the first box. This table is pretty much full of miscellaneous stuff, and that's what I have left. Clearance Target jewelry, we're getting $3 a piece, 2 for $5. That actually sold pretty good. This one here is a little twisted up. And then, so the point of this isn't to show you everything we have for sale, just real quick, showing you what we got going on. There's absolutely nobody in here today. A couple other vendors are bringing stuff in. I got about 2 carts full of just winter clothing because that's been selling really well. We sold a ton of those jackets, and then there was a bunch of requests for more men's hoodies, actually kind of like the one I'm wearing now. I had a bunch of those, so I brought some more of them in. And then depending on how tomorrow goes, I might bring some more stuff for this table. I want to clear everything off of this and bring in all new inventory. And then if I don't make it tomorrow down here, I'll just bring it with me on Saturday morning, because we don't really need to set it up. We just need to spread it all out and dump it out. What my plan is, and tell me what you guys think about this. So this middle table, so for say Saturday, maybe the first weekend, I want to dump it out, and what's on the table is $3 a piece, 2 for $5. Well, Sunday I'll add more stuff to that, and we'll do the same thing. And then whatever doesn't sell, I can pull the following weekend. Maybe we'll do like a dollar sale. So whatever's on here, we can move that stuff to another table. Because it didn't sell for the $3, we'll now sell it for $1. I got this stuff for so cheap. The ultimate goal for it is just to move inventory. The more I sell, the better, the more stuff I can buy, and just keep on revolving. So the flea market down here does the best indoors in the winter. Unfortunately, the weather this weekend's looking like it might be pretty nice. I saw like 56 degrees on Saturday and 59 on Sunday. For the middle of December, that's pretty warm. So not the best, but I have another thought in mind. I might be able to do something else. I may be able to do to drive some people in here. Just something in the back of my mind. So I got to figure that all out, and I'll let you guys know if I do it, because I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it off. But basically trying to get someone set up with a small table outside, selling stuff for really cheap, and letting them know, hey, we got more stuff inside. So that would be my game plan there, to try to drive people in. But anyhow, let me unload this stuff and go out and get another load. All right, so that was a pretty decent load. Just what you see here, plus this box of shoes, which actually I noticed some of them. I had these at out of the yard sale last year, not this past one, and some of them got a little bit moldy. It wipes right off, but I'm guessing it's because the dew or the moisture when I closed up that day got in on them, and then I boxed them up and they just sat. So we'll have to clean those off. But basically all this stuff is all clothing or accessories. We sold a couple of these last week. It's like different bras, but mainly these wraps sell pretty good. The Felina. I was selling these typically for $5 a box, but if they don't go for that price, I might drop it down to $3. And then this is an entire box of another women's fleece jackets. So these all came from Costco, brand new with tags. These I'm going to sell for $5 a piece. I have different sizes. It's medium. It is a lot of smalls, but there's a bunch of mediums too. On average down here, we tend to do better with the bigger sizes. So like large and extra large and even double X sell really well. This is just a box, a huge box of just miscellaneous jackets. So the bigger heavy stuff we're getting 10 for, as I said earlier. So there's all like jackets and winter stuff. There's a kid's jacket there, size 5. So all that stuff will go over here on the top rack for 10. The bottom rack will be 5. So this one here says mixed winter coats, and this was a flea market box. So some nice heavier duty coats. This one's got a little dirt on it too. There could have been a mouse in this one because typically we bag them. I like to put everything in a contractor bag and then in the box. It's not as easy for the mice to mess with, but it looked like the way that one stained up, there might have been one that got in here. Hopefully he's not still here, or you guys might hear me screaming on camera. Let's see. Might as well look now that I got you guys interested, huh? I don't see anything. It might have just been that one jacket was really dirty. Yeah, all this stuff looks good, so I'm not sure about that. But like, look at this. Full kids snowsuit, so that should sell well with winter coming up. But basically just boxes of miscellaneous. I just put pajamas in here, some just lighter clothing. Some of this lighter stuff, like this shirt for instance, it's brand new. It was part of a lounge set, but even something like this we might just throw in the $3 box. So people like to rummage, they'll pick through there. All they're trying to do is find maybe 2 things that fit them for $5 because it's just such a good deal, and it saves us from trying to fold it up and put it out and display it. So a lot of this stuff that's folded up, my goal, like especially the jackets, are to get them up on the walls so we can have some more table space. But this mostly looks like a pajamas box. There's a pair of pants in here. Pants we normally do $5 for, brand new with tags. This is English Laundry. That's another Costco deal that I had gotten. And then this one, while I might as well show you guys real quick because this stuff will sell pretty fast. What's in this box? All right, cool. So good timing. We have some ugly sweaters. Something like one of these I'll probably hang up on the front, and we typically do that. Like this jacket here that says only $5, I had that one hanging up on this door. So when people are coming, this is the donut stand right here. When people come to get donuts or whatever, they're like, wow, that's a really good deal. So basically, even though I'm making probably about $2.50 on that jacket, I'm still doubling my money. Realistically, I could probably get $10 for those jackets, but by putting it out there for $5, it's drawing people in. Then they come in and they see other stuff. So something like this may be funny to stick out there. Ugly sweater, put $5 on it just to get rid of it. There's some jeans, women's Jessica Simpson jeans, they would be $5. Honeydew super soft Chanel leggings, they would be $5. So, and then there's stuff that's like brand new in the bag still. So got a lot of work to do. I'm not going to spend too much time doing this today because a lot of that can be done on Saturday morning when we get here. I may hang up some of the heavier jackets and take the trash out. These are just empty boxes. And the other thing I'm going to do while I'm here is I am going to pull all of this stuff off of here and get a quick measurement to have that ready for the next time I come down on Saturday. So one of the other reasons I wanted to film this video is I took about 5 or 10 minutes to actually, when I got this spot, I decided I was going to do it. I got an idea of the space. I got a general idea of what the size was. So they said it was 15 by 20. It actually ends up being about 16 by 21. So it's a little bit bigger. I'm paying $200 a weekend, so $100 a day. They're open Saturday and Sunday here. So $100 a day for the space. So you have to kind of think about your layout. The one thing you do want to be able to do is from wherever you're sitting. So say this is our counter area where we can sit and collect money. We have a safe here that's screwed, locked down, so no one can just walk off with it. Luckily the shelving was built in, so it's great for things like tape or if people give me business cards. These were 2 miscellaneous shoes that didn't match up, so later on I'm going to try to find the correct pairs. Down below we got snacks, so the shelving really works out pretty good, and that was already built in, so I love that. So my first thinking was I would set up in this corner because I can see people, I can make eye contact, I can try to drive people in, and then as people come through, they can either choose to go one way and then come out and pay. Like, you want to kind of circle people around your shop. You don't want to make it too easy for them to get blocked off and just stand there and look and then turn around and walk out. Ideally, you want some stuff in the back, some things. So I put that shelf on the back because a lot of it's sold. Some of these fans were up there. We were rearranging a little bit, but you want to put some of your higher dollar stuff to drive people in, so as they're walking through they can say, oh wait a minute, how much are the diapers? Oh, they got diapers? Man, look at this jacket. You know, their eye is getting caught on other things on their way to get this. And then ultimately I would prefer for them to circle around, see this stuff, and then pay on the way out. But with it being set up the way I have, with that shelf being there, I decided to put it in the back. And then the other thing I was considerate of is you never would want to put like shelving racks down the middle. It's a great idea because people can shop from both sides. But if you were sitting right here at my spot and these tables were shelves, someone walks on the other side of that shelf, you're not gonna be able to see anything they're doing. You do have to be cautious. I mean, you try to think most people are honest, but unfortunately there are people that steal. They'll try to take advantage of you. The other thing you just want to be mindful of is you want to be able to quickly answer any questions, or people are looking for prices. We don't have time to price every single thing. So if someone wants to turn around and show me how much is this, they can't even see where I'm at because of the shelving. It's also kind of tightens everything up. It makes the shop feel smaller. So shelving against the perimeter, tables down the middle, and make it so people can kind of circle through and keep moving. And that's the way I've been setting mine up now. I didn't have one set up last year. I was down here 2 years ago, and then for 2 years consecutive prior to that. So this would be my 4th year out of, I guess, 7, because I took 2 years off. But yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Something to think about. I basically, for this stand here, the top part was from an old table. It was just this was an insert from a table, and I trimmed it up so that for my last booth I could get it tighter to the wall. In this case we don't even have it all the way up tight to the wall because we have so much room. And then all I did was I mounted that to some plywood. My goal was to paint this all black, but never did. All this is a base to a fish tank aquarium. So it's cool because it has doors over here. And then what I have inside is I have another safe down here, which is screwed to the whole thing. This safe alone weighs like 50 pounds, and then the whole cabinet weighs probably about another 50 or so. So it's about 100 pounds of weight. So if I'm not here, and say my helper was working for the day or they're closing up, maybe I came in the morning and I had to leave by like 11, at the end of the day, they'll be able to drop the money that we collected from the small safe into the large safe, and I could come down and get it the next day. So fortunately my whole place locks up. They have cameras and security here. Actually there's off-duty cops that run it, so I haven't had too much issue with like major theft, but typically we don't leave any money in there. So what I'm trying to get point across is you're going to need to think about that for your own spot. Like, what are you going to do with the money if you need to have someone else working? Are you going to trust them to take all that money home? Or, you know. So anyhow, that's the setup. And so I have a helper who's my neighbor, so he's a pretty trustworthy guy. I'd say really trustworthy. And the current setup right now is that he's just gonna bring the money. So we haven't even used the safe before, but when I have someone helping me, they can use the safe, and then at the end of the day I can come collect. So that's how we're doing it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. A couple tips to think about is setting up. I'm gonna hang up a few of these jackets and then get out of here. We'll be back down. Please make sure you follow, subscribe. In a couple days from now, I'll post and let you guys know. Like I said, today's Thursday. We have Saturday and Sunday we're gonna be down. My hope is to consistently make over 1,500 a weekend. If I'm doing that, I'm gonna stay here. Once it gets below like 1,000, it's not really worth it. 1,500 is a really good weekend. 2,000 would be even better. I've never done that much, but we did 1,600 last weekend. So if I can continue to make over 1,500 a weekend, it's worth it. And it's worth it to sell this stuff for as cheap as I am. It's worth it to pay my helper, which I'm paying him really good right now to be down here. And it's worth it to pay for the space. So, you know, for my time, it's a lot of work, gas money, all that stuff to get down here. So I need to make it worth doing it. So that's my goal. Once it starts to dip in below that, I start to question whether or not I should be here. Typically that time frame is going to happen like February, March, when things start warming back up here in Maryland. I'll start considering pulling out. But last weekend was our first weekend. People were still finding out about us, and we had a really good weekend. I expect next weekend, this upcoming weekend, to be any better. So quick video I'm going to add in right now too is, so these shelves I got in a liquidation deal. You can normally get them for around 80 bucks. Costco was selling them for around that price, and I got them for like 15 to 20% off because some of them were damaged. This one was missing some clips, like this clip here. It only had 2 sets of them. But the other thing I did was I just went to Home Depot and bought 6-foot closet bars. So they sell these, they're about 10 bucks a piece. And I drilled them out and then just zip tied them to the 2 shelves. So I separated the shelves by about 6 feet and was able to, I mean, you can hang a lot of stuff on that. So that's that. This shelf I built with just regular, just plywood and some 2x4s, actually 2x3s. So really easy to do. I've taken it with me everywhere for the past couple years to all the flea markets. And basically these are just like 2 racks, and these little mountain boards stay on there, and I just drop the plywood on and screw them together. So normally it might need a hand getting like the first piece of plywood on, but outside of that, and then I'll go back and I screw it to the wall. Like I toenail screwed it here and here to keep it from flipping over on anybody. I would really like to think about what I could put up there. I might put another sign up there. We had 2 like Halloween decorations sitting on that thing, and they both sold. The other thing is Home Depot sells these 10-inch pegboard mountain racks. They sell like 2-inch, 4-inch, 6/8, 10-inch. These are the 10-inchers. You can hang a lot of clothing on those. So I have a ton of pegboard space I can put stuff on. And from Amazon, I bought this for $17.99. It's like the smaller ones. So I'll be able to use these for like hanging bags on and stuff. And then also for Amazon, we got 1,000 thank you bags. I want to say this was like 30 bucks. So they're like 3 cents a bag. But the bags I have are these thin ones, and they just rip real easy. And I ran out of just we recycle bags, these at my house. So when we go like the store or something, I always keep them for the flea market. We used all those up. So had to buy some bags, but that's not a big deal. These will last me probably 2 seasons. Anyhow, hope you liked the video. Just a short one talking about flea market vendors and what it takes to set up a booth. It's really not that hard. If you didn't check out my last flea market video, you'll see some of the footage of us setting up, the shelving and all. I'll link that down below. Peace.